All right. Good morning. Because last thing we did was take the weights off this and try to start it and run it without the governor on. It was running, and then it seemed like it would just either run out of fuel or have trouble getting fuel, or the adjustment would be really difficult. So I'm gonna pop this little fuel mixer apart and see if there's something stuck in the jet. So start by pulling the needle out, set that aside, and then to get this to turn, the nipple on the bottom there for the fuel line is going to strike the fuel tank, I think. Let's, yeah. My adjustable wrench is really big for this, but I just need it to, oh, there we go. It is, yep, it's just hitting the fuel tank there. So, there's a set screw here in the bracket, and that way I won't have to loosen the bracket off of the, sorry. There we go. Nope, that set screw is a 1.5mm hex. Anyhow, loosening the set screw means that the fuel tank will come out of the bracket, and I won't have to take the bracket out of the, loosen it on the crankcase, because the crankcase is where that bracket is attached, and if I loosen that, I'm afraid it will break the seal on the crankcase and allow the crankcase to leak, which currently my crankcase is not leaking oil, so I would rather not disturb the seal there, just because there's no need to disturb that seal if it's not going to be an issue. There we go. One fuel tank removed. Get this set screw out of there so that I don't drop it someplace else. And now that that is out of the way, tuck the spark plug wire out of the way there too. They did use some Loctite or other sealant to hold this in place, so I guess just gonna wiggle it there. There we go. Of course, this would be easier if I had just the right wrench, but like all projects, when you have a limited set of tools, you find the tool that fits. The sealant they put in there is really holding well, so that's nice. There we go. And I have a bunch of needles. This is, I don't know, mattress needle or something. I sew, and I acquired an array of needles at the local thrift shop at one time. I'm going to try getting the camera a little bit better aimed at where I'm working here. And okay. I think that's focused again. Alright, so this has a screen, and there's clearly something behind the screen to hold it for a tiny air filter to keep crud out of the engine. The EM1 does not have a screen like that, and trying to turn that. The hole for the needle is facing directly back like that, which means I can take another needle, something long and thin. There we go. Just poke that down in there. Gently push there, and then take that needle there, and there. That should hopefully dislodge any very tiny metal particles that were in there. I'm going to get a teeny bit thinner needle out of my bunch of needles and gently there, that one goes all the way through. So we wiggle that around and make sure that there's nothing in there. Wipe it and stuck it down there and wiggle it around. Alright, with luck, whatever was in there has been dislodged. I'm going to grab a can of canned air and blow it through everything to make sure that whatever was dislodged gets blown out of there. And then we'll put this back on here. Get these needles back in my container. And yeah, I'll just slip that back on, and we'll try it after I get this blown out with the compressed air can, which I don't have with me, so I guess we'll do that off camera. And with luck, that will let us check the fuel mixer here, make sure that's working in good order, and we'll be able to see the engine run, and once we know it's running, then we can deal with putting the governor back on.